All right, guys, today we're going to learn how to make an omelet. I mean the perfect omelet. It took me 5 years to get this done, but finally I perfected the omelet and I wept like a baby. The first things we have to learn today, there's two ways to spell omelet. O-M-E-L-E-T, the American way, and O-M-E-L-E-T-T-E, the French way. We're going with American. This is a very patriotic show. I've learned a few secrets that you're not going to find anywhere except here on Mama Mabel's Boy. A few things that I've learned. Number one, extra virgin olive oil does not work as good as the magic ingredient that I'm going to show you in a minute. By the way, extra virgin, how do you be an extra virgin? I don't get it. Either you're a virgin or not, but extra virgin. Now we're probably going to use extra virgin and some other Mama's Mabel's Boy stuff coming down the road. Okay, other thing, butter. You know, it just doesn't work that well. I've got something else. What I have for you today for omelets is ghee, G-H-E-E. Ghee is used in Indian cooking in India, and it's a pretty tasty stuff. It's got a high burning temp, and it's going to keep the brown spots off of our omelet. Because brown spots are one thing we do not want to see in an omelet. You don't want to see brown spots on a CAT scan. And there's another place you don't want to see brown spots, but cooking channel, so we'll just let that one go. Ghee is also used for cremating people in India, but it's still a good cooking substance. Okay, so we'll put that aside as well. This is what we want to avoid. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to avoid as much as what we're actually going to do. Look at this omelet here. Look at the brown spots on that omelet. Now another thing about omelets, some of the things that we've got to do here is number one, you do not want cold eggs. So I've taken the eggs here and I put them in a warm water deal to get them at room temp. If you use 3 eggs, you're going to have to cook it longer. It's going to be thicker. It's going to get spongy, and it's going to get those brown spots on there. All of my ingredients I'm going to use today are also at room temp. The cheese, the onions, the peppers, the sausage, tomatoes, whatever. So, going to use ghee, and then we're going to use slices of cheese, no shredded cheese. Shredded cheese does not have the flavor. This particular cheese I get at the deli, at the store, and they slice it up extra thick. It's American cheese. American cheese, this is a patriotic channel here. Now we've got the 2 eggs here at room temp over here. Another trick to this is the pan. This is a Swiss diamond. I'm a big believer in this. And notice here how the lip on this side is bigger than this side. That's going to help us slide it off a little bit later. If you live in Fort Collins, Colorado, a great place to live, I might add, you can go to Jack's Mercantile. They have the best selection of Swiss diamond in northern Colorado. There's many different ways to cook an omelet. Just think about this for a moment. If you took 8 ingredients and you looked at all the combinations you could do with just 8, different kinds of vegetables, sausages, mushrooms, or whatever like that, but with 8 ingredients, there's 40,320 different ways that you could make that omelet. And if you spent 20 minutes making each omelet, it would take you 6 years and 8 months, assuming a 40-hour week doing this. So let's get started here. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our room temp eggs here and we're going to crack them into a bowl. This is a good time to see if you can get them in there without cracking the yolks. Just practice. We're going to mix a little half and half in this. This will also help reduce the browning effect. A little salt in this. Okay, now we're going to take our little whisker here. I like the one with the beads. Check this out. Beads. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. We're going to get our omelet all mixed up here. And now we're going to put a little ghee. I've got some already open here. This is an unopened deal here. And by the way, the ghee, once you open it up, you can keep it at room temp. It's okay. So let's get a spoon and put just a little ghee in our pan here. Now another thing very important is very, very low temp on the omelets. Okay, low and slow. That's what makes this omelet work so good, no brown spots. And let's put some ingredients in here. Today I'm going to use a few purple onions, some diced tomatoes here, and some pieces of chorizo, and some green peppers. Now, tomatoes are very important, I think, or mushrooms, in your omelet because they hold the heat well, so they'll keep cooking your omelet when it comes out, so you don't start eating the omelet and get the cold. Okay, now let's get our ghee going around here. Notice how we're going to get it all around the edges. I'm going to take a paper towel and just gently, paper towel here, just gently rub this around so we make sure we get the whole surface covered. And now then we're going to take our omelet in here, and look how that just kind of comes out. Our cheese at room temp, of course, American cheese, a patriotic show. Got pieces of cheese here. And now another trick is we're going to cook it from the top down very slowly. We're going to cook our ingredients separately. That's something right here. One of the clues to a bad omelet that you usually get at buffets, they'll take this omelet here and they'll mix everything into the egg, usually pre-mixed eggs out of a carton, which is not any good. In this case, we make our ingredients in a separate pan here. Notice here, separate, and we're going to do that. Also, a lid on top to cook it from top down here. Now you can see this begin to cook right here. Let's take a look at this. Still not quite there. Just maybe run it around the edge a little. Okay, low heat, there we go. Okay, put the lid back on. We've got our ingredients cooking over here. Nice color, peppers, whatever you like. Okay, now let's carefully put our ingredients in here. And now let's just see how we did here. Got a plate. This thing's gonna slide right off on here, over and up. Now, watch this puppy just slide off here. And here we go. And there we go, guys. No brown spots. What we have here is the perfect omelet. Check this out. Good look at that nice thing there. Let's review things here. Warm eggs, 2 eggs, ghee. We mix the ingredients separately in a pan here. No shredded cheese, slices of cheese, and very low heat. Remember, a clean kitchen is a happy kitchen, and this is pretty much a happy kitchen. Adios and yum yum. Bon appetit, Pada.